Carl, do it like you mean it. That's it. Which we gotta smooth out like this one here. Oops. Hi everyone. In this episode I want to share a project that we started many months ago. It's a story about the construction of an arbour that served as a beautiful entrance to the orchard. You'll see by the footage that it was around the time, probably only a few weeks after we planted out all the trees of that orchard. But then the rains came, and they came, and they came, and I think we had almost a metre of rain in 5 months. So we had to divert our attention to other projects, but we eventually got back to it. So let's start the story back in mid-October when I first explained the task at hand. But I want you to stay tuned because about halfway through the process, something very unexpected happened. This is what I mean by an arbour. It's just a nice, I guess it's going to be a nice entrance to our orchard. I really like this one. Ross built this for us. This is for his son when he married my daughter. So that was back in April. And it looks stunning, the two of them standing under this with the flowers on it. But I really like this sturdy construction. Very rustic looking. It's big 200mm posts, square, and some slightly smaller rails across the top. So I like that look, I guess, and I think it'd be a lovely way to welcome our guests into the orchard. We'll probably put a little seedle on the back though, make it slightly different to this, but you can picture some climbers up and over that orchard, and it might be something that you actually eat because you're walking into an orchard. I don't know whether it be passion fruit, but you may still put a wisteria there. I love the look of wisteria hanging down through it. So we need to get onto this project. The first job is to bore the 4 holes, and we got to get these steel supports, I guess, in the ground, nice and strong and vertical. Then we have to let them sit for about a week. Then we got to go source some timber. I don't like to remove the timber from here. If I did, I had to then cart it to a mill. So there are places you'll go and they'll mill it on site for you, because I simply don't have a mill and I won't have a reason to have one in the long term. So I've got to find some timber nearby. You might be wondering why we don't use the concrete mixer that attaches to the front of the posi track. Well, if we did that, we'd have to double handle this gravel that's on the ground here onto the back of the truck and run it up to the site, or we'd have to run the posi track back and forth from here to the location. So we just thought it makes sense to mix it here in the electric mixer and run the posi track up to the location just the once.
Oh, it's hard to say. I think it is.
I think we need more than got, but how much? Yeah, that'll do. Way too much. Carl, do it like you mean it. That's it. Bit of effort, eh?
He's an all day.
Yeah, would it kill you to make an effort?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's a good
So we have the arbor supports in, the supports for the 4 posts, and now we're going to hand mix and pour the concrete floor. It's about 3/4 of a cubic metre, so it shouldn't take too long. Well, Michelle and I picked up all the timber that we need for the construction of the arbor. So we got that from Mooloo, which is probably a good hour's drive north of here, up near Gympie. This is ironbark timber, and it's the 200 by 200 posts. So in old terms, I guess that's 4 inches by 8 inches, isn't it? 8 inches by 8 inches posts, and then the rails sit on top of 150. Yeah, so this is all this has been cut with not a band saw, it's actually a disc. So it's got a lot of marks on the timber, which we got to smooth out, like this one here. So that's the first one. Ross has been doing this. That's his job when it's raining. There's a lot of rain about now. We had 50 mils last night. I managed to walk the excavator up here, and now Ross is going to bore out the holes at the bottom of these posts. He's sanded up, they look fantastic. He's going to bore out those holes next. I'll go find something else to do. He'll do that, then we'll put the sling around them and lift them over in place. I know from experience when we did the arbor down for the wedding, the holes never 100% line up, so we may just have to drill them out a little bit, then bolt them down to the stirrup nice and hard. Then the fun bit can begin. We can start putting the top rails on, and it'll start looking like an arbor. Great. I've always appreciated quality workmanship and the men and women who have those skills, and Ross never fails to impress. He has years of experience on job sites and construction sites as a foreman, and therefore there's pretty much nothing that he can't do. And what amazes me, he just excels at everything. And that's pretty good. 1 down, 3 to go.
slide it down quickly, so just, it's right down there. How do we get away? Oh, yeah. Should have got a lump hammer in.
All right, take two. Two beams up there, 6 little rails to go. Watch your thumbs on the way.
Maybe this, yeah, the second one in.
Well, just as we reached the halfway mark of this project, I received an SOS call from my CEO of my publishing business. Turns out he needs me to fly to the Middle East to present a keynote at a conference for educational leaders. And then while I'm over there, also drop into Saudi Arabia to do some other work. I usually get, I don't know, weeks or months to plan these sorts of trips. But in this case, this is very short notice. So it looks like we have to fly through Dubai to get to Riyadh. And Riyadh, by the way, is the capital of Saudi. I did not know that. So we're just spending the one night in Riyadh, and then they want us to get to Jeddah.
Where's Jeddah?
It's on West Saudi, so it's on the Red Sea. And then that's just one night there. Then we have to get back to Dubai for 3 nights. 3 nights work. Hey, Oscar. Yeah, so very short trip.
Yeah, all right. Pack those bags.
Prior to COVID, I would travel abroad for, I don't know, three weeks at a time, up to 6, even 10 times a year. But my last trip was February 2020, just before Australia was closed off to the world due to the virus. So I don't mind admitting it, I felt my presentation skills were really rusty, even though I had done small presentations in Australia. And for the first time in, I would say, 20 years, I was feeling quite nervous. In any case, I put it all in the back of my mind and I managed to enjoy the long-haul flight and everything that Emirates had to offer. As Michelle predicted, once I got rolling, it all came back to me, and it certainly did. It was a successful week, and as it turns out, they want me back next year. In the younger grades, if I start at 36 and add 20, which way am I going to move?
Down.
Down. Isn't that interesting? You all want to count.
I've heard James present many times over the years. And I know he was a bit apprehensive about this trip because it's been so long since he's actually done these presentations, these sessions. It wasn't hard to talk James into some R&R, so we decided to visit Portugal and Spain for a week.
So this is the palace at Madrid. Going to go a quick walk through there and check it out. Looks like they got some water damage up there. Ross was here to fix that.
Even though we had a wonderful trip away, I don't mind admitting we found ourselves thinking about the farm a lot.
That's the royal palace where we were an hour or two earlier. Great view from up here.
Michelle and James have been away for the last fortnight. They've had work to attend to. And we've been looking after the farm for them. While they've been away, we've been finishing the arbour into the orchard. We have built it from ironbark, and then we had all sorts of talks backwards and forwards about how to complete the arbour, and we've decided to finish it off with merbau slats and also with a nice seat, so that when the guests do come eventually, they will be able to sit and have a look at the orchard or look out over the mountains. Michelle and James are arriving this afternoon back from their work adventure, and hopefully we'll give them a really nice surprise as to the finished product.
Well, we just returned from a work trip, a very unplanned work trip. It was only a last minute thing, wasn't it? They needed us over in Dubai and Saudi Arabia for a week essentially. So we weren't here to finish off the arbour with Ross and Nicole. So they're going to do the grand opening right now. We're going to wander up and check it out. I can't wait.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh wow, I wasn't expecting the steel to be that size. I didn't know you were going that big. Yeah. Oh wow.
Look at that seat.
Wow.
Such a neat job. That's wonderful. Very neat.
Yeah.
Ross, you must be so proud of it.
Yeah, it's good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Smick.
Yeah.
What sort of timber's that?
It's merbau. You'd swear it was the same timber. Yeah.
How nice is that?
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
neat. Oh, you're not wrong.
It's quality, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's all right. Gee whiz.
Smickers. I love it.
Yes.
Measuring everything.
Well, was it 2 mil gap there? There's only 1 mil gap there.
That's right.
No
Yeah,
way.
that's
Streaky. Wowee. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Fantastic, Ross.
Yes,
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, brilliant.
Great job, Ross and Nicole.